Day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds. So today we are plowing straight forward. Actually, I'm pretty sure we're going to need to do wall hunt first. Plowing straight forward after we go bully in a Jargon. Real quickly, like. So that we have no interruptions on what I understand to be the finale of the high rank campaign. What were you fighting? You're already enraged, Jargon.
Here we go!
Or is this just how a Jargon is in tempered? I don't have occasion to know. Or was it you little bastards? Oh, that's not fantastic for me. Oh, that hits more than once, too. Fabulous. Okay. I'd like to start the cycle where I'm just on this thing's back or in the air until it's not trying to kill me anymore. The amount of my problems that are immediately solved by, just not being on the ground is truly a remarkable thing.
Got it on the ground.
I can't wait for you to do something I like. Or I can just go back in the air. Until this magical time that we cherish, because Alma doesn't let us do this normally.
We're getting paid well for that one.
Okay, that should set us up for the finale of the story. You need to be HR 40 for the last part, is my understanding. So we must hunt one more fanged beast, which we will get to. But for now, unless my preparations and mind deceive me, I think we are going straight to the Ice Shard Cliffs.
For a quick break? For sure.
Good, you're here. I have received reports on your agile response to the conditions in each region. Well done.
Professor, that armor.
Freaking
Does that mean
Gypsaros brawling with an Ursula down below.
I'll explain once everyone is assembled. Avis unit, Astrum unit, my apologies for keeping you waiting. Here are my findings. After investigating each region, I have determined this to be the territory of a Gore Magala. As evidence of that, we recently took this Woodward into our care, afflicted by the frenzy virus.
It's unclear whether a Woodward's body is capable of weathering the virus. At this rate, he may not...
Furthermore, I've arrived at a theory. The Dragon Torch's excessive output, the lasting weather inclemency. I believe both of these phenomena stem from a single root cause, Gore Magala.
What? How? Wait, a virus? Interesting. You're right. The dots are starting to line up.
Fascinating. It's true the virus exacerbates any violent tendencies in its host. Given that, it Could be that this excessive energy output is a symptom, or perhaps an immune response.
Yes, yes. And if we're talking infection, that starts to clarify what we're dealing with. This is big. The torch is some kind of organic structure. The damn thing's alive.
My thoughts exactly. And as an organism, it may respond to treatment. I'm sure you follow, Eric?
The antiviral compound you describe in your thesis. We'll need a tissue sample from the infection vector.
You think the Dragon Torch will respond to medicine? And would that same cure work on Rove?
There's hope. If they do share the same affliction, a cure for Rove could perhaps be a cure for both. The first step in testing that is slaying that Gore Magala, to stop the virus's further spread. And
Slay
to collect a
the
tissue
Gore
sample
Magala.
to derive a cure. Henceforth, that is our primary priority.
Gore Magala can be captured.
Understood. Then we'll hurry back to conduct any final analysis to be ready to treat the torch.
I'll keep a close eye on Rove's condition while examining the sample I took from him.
Good. Hunter, you'll join me in slaying this Gore Magala. I've sent my men out to scout its location. Speak to me as soon as you're prepared to depart.
Straight on to the end, lords and ladies. We're going, we're not looking back. I am so ready to ditch these hunters. Just let me talk to you.
Are you ready to leave, Hunter? All right. Time is our enemy here as much as Gore Magala. Let's hurry to the rendezvous point. Look alive, men! Report!
Sir, we have yet to sight the target, but something is definitely here.
Form up!
Oh, jeez. What the hell?
I see why they
The
call it
frickin'
red.
chicken has no business winning that fight. Ow. Oh. Swish. Hello, Gore. Oh, he looks so good. I deeply enjoyed him in Rise, with seeing him in like full graphics. Oh, he looks incredible.
After it!
No. The old man and his lackeys can stay here. Let me go alone. Alternatively, we just back off and let all three of them get eaten. Then go, by Gore.
You two are their shield. Go!
You
You've always protected us!
Now, it's our turn! Now go!
Rex, calm.
Larry!
I literally don't care that you fought this thing like 30 years ago. I don't care. Stay here.
There's no escape!
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and, Oh, you're not cool with that, huh? I was really hoping that I could use Fabius as live bait for a second, but, apparently that's gonna be a no. Might have to get on the bird for this. I need this. Then I need a heal. And now we're fighting Gore in this really cursed tiny space, but... Look, I got distracted. Got him. Okay. All good. Oh, that's kind of nice. Mounting damage. Could we... Okay, how about this instead? Fabius, how about you deal with the freaking monkey? I don't care. Alternatively, that's the thing that I'm not gonna lose sleep about, What are the odds frenzied things respond to dark pods? I think I have that really fast slap. Did we actually lose the monkey? We lost the monkey. Okay.
Be on your guard now. Don't let your courage waver.
Look, moron. I am the least greedy person imaginable. I just haven't fought Gore Magala in, like, months. And he's got these really cheeky paw slams that he likes to bust out. and cause problems with. Like, he's gonna get me again. It's not even meant for me. Just because I'm targeting his head. Not actually. What a cheeky little spot I found to fight him, even though I was just looking for access to his tail, since he's out of frenzy now. Good enough. Although, actually, for cinematic purposes, what do you say we go get rid of the freaking, like, I don't know why there's a trash ad involved in this fight, but... And...
That'll be more aggressive than normal.
After all, it would be a terribly anticlimactic ending to this mission. If we're doing, this just little garbage monkey instead of ending on Gore. Like, look, I don't want this, you don't want this, absolutely no one wants this. Everybody, and I mean everybody, wants to go fight Gore Magala, and I'm kind of offended they've served us up this random garbage monkey as an objective, like, not an optional objective, like, no, you will fight this, you will kill this, you don't get a choice, sort of thing. What are you doing, you worthless... Okay, well, I suppose it's Blinganga story time. And about why this monkey, specifically, has earned its place in, my, just screw with this fucking monkey rankings. And it's not just because it's kicking me around when I'm just trying to get my extracts from it. Absolute love. There. Okay, good news everybody, I'm allowed to fight again, and now that the fucking insect zones on this tiny monkey are not taking up my full attention. I need to bury myself again. Okay, so that is a secret that I know from Rise. If you are running out of time on your Frenzy bar, if you look above my health bar, you can see that I do have Frenzy. If you are running out of time to cleanse the status with the repeated attacks that it recommends, you can buy yourself more time and reduce the bar with a Nullberry. You cannot cure the status with a Nullberry. But if you need more time, you can use a Nullberry to roll back the bar a little bit. Like if this worthless piece of shit monkey is for no reason being a dick about his zones. Slain. Well, conveniently, that was a thing beast that we needed for the we didn't need that for the weekly, so I guess there's that. But so, how, you might ask, did Blinganga come to be on my shit list? Well, I was hunting and upgrading things. and I was hunting Hirabami. So, earlier when I said, not now, Blinganga, you know, I'm busy. This was, I'd seen Blinganga before. When, the cameras were not rolling. Much to my dismay, but very fortunate for the monkey in question. Because I saw Blinganga turf war with my Hirabami. A monster I'm quite fond of, between you and me.
More supplies have been added.
Rex, Carl, you had better be alright.
That's not part of you I wanted at all, sir. That's your base.
Time to get serious.
Yeah. Ow. Things. Oh god, ow. Good get on that tail, though, Fabius. Like, I think you're a dick, and I don't like you, but... That'll free me up. Okay, so... We need some sacred time for a second.
On my way there.
Yes, I'm aware, Cora. I don't mean to be snubbing you, my friend. I have to go back and get his tail, too. I'm a terrible conversationist, you see, so I don't stream. So, I'll be excited to find out whether I remember that a very valuable part of this monster is in the room behind.
Let's collect that status.
Where and why, sir? You are not a Rathian, Gore Magala. Please stop. You know, I couldn't see it, so there's no way to know for sure, but what do you want to bet that I just caught that cheeky overhand again? Because I've been looking forward to this fight since he was revealed. Even though he is beating my ever-loving ass.
Bigger rock for you. Look out!
I tried to sheath for my max potion. The game said no. Once again, to my point that the Palicos are not OP, Mineki was coming with the bigger wasp, just way too late. Way too late! Okay.
Your fight's only just begun.
I really do want to break his horns, but he is making it damned near impossible to actually connect with them. Gore.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
No, the heals are not inbound because you're too slow. That bigger wasp needs a speed upgrade, like my skin sack. Missed the opportunity again. I'm gonna try to save that weak spot on his head though. Okay, so inquiring minds would like to know. There should be a Gore Magala tail around here somewhere. The Gore Magala is not in his nest. I thought the Gore Magala was gonna, like, go to a nest. Okay. Yeah, so I was fighting Hirabami, and she got into a turf war with Langanga, you say. And this monkey had the absolute unmitigated gall to break out a Rajang turf war against Hirabami, grabbing my little sky noodle by the tail and swinging it around like the Hulk did to Loki in the Avengers. A surefire way. Could we stop for a second, please?
From here on out, it's do or die.
Please don't let it spot me.
Just realized I have no way to actually. Or could we? Less with the creeper action, my friend. This wasn't my idea, Gore.
This'll freshen you up quick.
I was going to give you your respect that you are owed as a very, very cool fight in the Rise. wasn't able to get the horns.
Impressive. Admirably done.
Well,
That
Gore,
put a halt to the virus's spread.
it was good to see you again, my friend.
Compound the medicine here?
Yes. What I lack in facilities here is made up for by an excellent assistant. We'll see it done. Good. We'll continue to monitor him, but his condition has stabilized. A success, despite the circumstances. You did well with such limited resources, Eric.
I couldn't have done it without that tissue sample. Not to mention your thesis, sir. I just hope the Dragon Torch responds to it as well as our fuzzy friend.
The Avis unit should be delivering it now. We'll just have to put our faith in Werner and wait.
Amazing. Even I can see the change. Is it taking effect already?
Yes, but as much as I'd like to take the credit, the wyvern milk is what's working most of the magic. If not for it amplifying the effects of the treatment, you'd never see it recover this fast.
That said, another Gore Magala could turn up at some point. Are you worried it might happen again?
It's a fair point, but I'm not too concerned. Especially if this thing has organic properties. I'd like to pick Eric's brain about this, but there's a chance it's developed antibodies now. And if the wyvern milk magnifies that resistance too, it'd take a hell of a lot to break through it.
I'm not ready to be quite that optimistic. This thing is still a big unknown, and a threat. Regardless, Werner, continue your research here. I'll be monitoring the area closely as well.
Understood. We'll head outside then. The cycles should return to normal in each region, but I'd like to keep monitoring them. Not to mention wanting to speak with you. I believe it's about Arkveld.
Alright then.
We'll go talk to Nata in a second, but before we do that, I think you all are as curious as I am. Shall we? I'm so curious to know if they gave him his thing that he had in Rise. There it is. Something called Black Eclipse. It's called Bloodlust in Rise, or I think he was introduced in Sunbreak, but the opposite has Master Mounter, which is definitely more valuable. But what Pretel is Black Eclipse? The 4-piece set bonus. Infects you with Frenzy and raises attack when against large monsters. Attack power increases upon recovery. So that is, in fact, basically Bloodlust. Ooh. Between you and me, there's a non-zero chance that I want this set. Like for the armor perks, not for, just, whatever it looks like, which of course is an important part of the review. male such as So-So. But the females. Oh my goodness. Well, we will be making this set regardless, it seems, because, that's gonna be another one that is just gonna be on my farming list. Gore Magala set. I love the headdress. Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so good in all black, too, without the highlight, white that I have on the Hirabami armor. Like, my armor pigments are ruining these reviews so much. As for our weapons, shall we? Gore tree. Gore tree. But it has critical element and not power prolonger, so I don't necessarily care about that. Because I really enjoy my power prolonger, and I'm really, like, because of the way they've divided skills this time, it's really hard for me to even consider a glaive that doesn't have power prolonger on it. How about bow? Do we have a Gore bow? We do. That's a lot easier to just agree to, honestly. It looks incredible. With a 3 and a 2. We will probably be making that at some point, but if we're about to fight Arkveld, we will have to actually see which is better when we see the final Arkveld version. And of course, because I must know, we do have a Gore longsword. Oh, the longsword is amazing. I like the longsword a lot. We'll probably be making that at some point. Boy, expect a lot of Gore Magala going forward, lords and ladies. He has so much stuff I want. Like, so much. Oh, apparently, also, we've accidentally gotten the stuff we needed to upgrade our Rathian sword, so... Let's do that for now. Okay. The Allharkin wants to offer us a meal, and we are actually going to take her up on that. Okay. And then before we go, I did see before we left that Miniki wanted to talk to us too.
Hey, hey! I have another cool idea. Want to hear it?
Absolutely.
Sure. What have you got?
So, the vigor wasps are nice for healing and all, but are useless if you're knocked out, right?
Oh, is the figure wasp reviving the game?
Well, yeah. Can't do much if I'm laid out flat.
That's what got me thinking. There's a bug that heals like a vigor wasp, but like, bigger, yeah?
A giant vigor wasp?
Yeah, those!
Alright, I'll go catch you one.
Thanks a bunch! I can't wait to get to work on this one.
Well, that seems worth it to do, to be totally honest. We'll have to go someplace that is an actual map, though.
again. Thanks for catching this, partner.
I'm happy to help out.
Wow, giant vigor wasps sure are powerful. They're even better than I thought. Now I can lend you a paw when you can't stand up.
Thanks. That'll be a huge help.
We'll be ready even if we run into stronger monsters. Don't be afraid to go all out.
I'll be counting on you.
I'll let you know, lords and ladies. I promised you a sprint through to the end, and I promised you a sprint through to the end, and I see another yellow exclamation point, and away I go.
Yep.
And that will do it for the weekly this week. Okay, lords and ladies, on that note, I promised you a sprint on through to the end. And I intend to keep that promise, because I am ready to ditch Alma and her opinion of what is deserving of its life.
Thank you for coming. I'm grateful. The egg we found, the one we thought might be from Arkveld, looks like we were right. I went around talking to people to gather what info I could. Scraps from its feeding, bits of eggshell. There's still not very much to go on, but it found a way to live. These creatures, their will to survive. Amazing.
Yeah, especially if it found a way to overcome its nature as a guardian. So, what's troubling you?
Well, people at other base camps were saying the state it's leaving its prey in isn't normal. And Uth Duna and Nu Udra both showed signs of being attacked. And what was left was awful.
I wonder if that means it's unable to control its appetite. Like the one we saw at the Dragon Torch.
I don't know. That's why I asked for Eric's help. I thought we should hear what he has to say together. How interesting. I had heard talk of that egg as well, so I'm just as excited as you. But this isn't all good news. The fact that it's run roughshod over 2 apex predators troubles me as well.
This sort of sounds like the frenzy to me. Eric, what do you think?
Too difficult to say, but in Arkveld's case specifically, it may not be due to infection. For instance, Nata, are you familiar with the concept of bioconcentration? No, I'm not. Right, then I'll explain. This is still just a theory, but it's been on my mind as of late. The frenzy caused an uncontrolled spike in the Dragon Torch's energy output before, right? But it may have been more than just bad weather that caused those apex predators to rampage. Our analysis showed that the virus caused a subtle mutation in the energy the Dragon Torch produced. That means the wyvern milk itself may have come to contain tiny traces of the virus's characteristics.
I'm starting to see where this is heading. Then the mutated energy started flowing out.
Exactly. It gradually tainted the water supply. Animals, plants, insects, and onto monsters. If it traveled up the food chain, growing more concentrated at every step, its eventual destination would be the dominant predator of each region. That may be why that Uth Duna and other monsters exhibited such aggression. A sort of pseudo-frenzy.
And then, at the very end of the chain, Arkveld comes and siphons those monsters' energy.
And in so doing, it may be assimilating their traits, essentially distilling the frenzy virus.
And after it finally found the strength to live again. Poor thing.
But from the reports we've heard, it sounds as if we're only dealing with one affected individual.
I believe so. And there's been no reports of Rey Dau being attacked yet. This is our chance.
Hey, we should talk to Nata before heading out.
I was planning to.
Okay, lords and ladies, so here is where I level with you guys, because that is always going to be my policy. Arkveld 1, in low rank, messed me up. I did not do any due diligence at all because I didn't think I needed to. Monster Hunter campaigns have traditionally been about as deep as a puddle, just a thinly veiled excuse to move you from encounter to encounter with a pleasing hero's journey along the way, and frankly there is nothing wrong with that. Realistically, actually that's fine with me, because I was not expecting my Monster Hunter game to make me cry. I hope I hit it well, but I legitimately cried. I was heartbroken. So, I did a little bit of due diligence about this encounter. I did not know that we had to kill all the apexes coming up, or that traditionally capturable Gore Magala we also have to kill because it's the fucking guild. Hunters suck. The problem with monsters is that they're alive, if you ask the hunters. Honestly. The smartest thing I ever said was identifying myself as a writer after playing Stories 2 in the opening cutscene of this game. So, I do know ahead of time that this is a slay quest, and I'm very sad about it. But my push to get through this is that after this, as far as I am aware, based on watching other streamers and stuff, we will be moving into genuine freeform, out of campaign hunting. And all of the traps and trank bombs that I have diligently farmed up and saved will be coming into play. It's going to be a big deal, you guys, when we find Arkveld again, outside of this absolutely cursed story. Fabius, I blame you for this. You landed me with Alma. On which thought, though, I don't think we need to drag this out.
You're going, aren't you? To the Wind's Gasp, to Rey Dau.
Yes, there's a good chance Arkveld will turn up there.
Could I'd like to come with you, please.
You heard Eric's theory. You know it's too dangerous, Nata.
I'm still just an apprentice hunter. I know. I can't do anything yet. But I'm also a keeper.
You're also 10, and I vote to stop traumatizing you.
It found its way to life. Let me at least watch over it. And over you.
The answer is I don't need someone who's just going to watch. But, given how far you've come, I feel you're capable now of more than that. Don't be a passive observer. Use your head and think for yourself. Promise you'll do that, and you can come.
I will. I promise. Thank you. Okay. I'm ready to leave anytime. Right. Let's go.
Everybody. I'm glad you could join us, Nata.
So am I.
Have you been looking into Arkveld this whole time? Ever since that egg?
I asked around while we were traveling, or while I was helping out at base camp. Whenever you were out in the field, I was trying to piece things together on my own. Sorry.
Don't be. I understand the feeling well. Whatever the undertaking, it all starts from curiosity.
I'm certainly the same way. And this investigation all started from the data you collected, Nata. Quite the achievement.
She's right. It's impressive.
Oh, if you say so. Thanks. Did Arkveld do this too?
Not sure. But it doesn't show any signs of being fed on. That rules out Rey Dau.
This looks like the result of one single devastating blow. Let's proceed with caution. The weather's picking up. We should hurry.
Right. The sand tide is gonna put Rey Dau in an agitated state. If it's gonna strike, it'll strike them. More like the result of an uncontrollable impulse.
Rey Dau sighted.
This feeling, it's like back then.
Yeah.
It's true.
A reversion to the origin species.
It really did find a way to live.
Looks like Eric's worst fears were right.
its own sake. We can't leave it like this. The path we must take is clear.
Nata. You're sure?
If I were a hunter, it's what I would do.
All right.
Alma! Right! The target is an aberrant Arkveld. The guild authorizes the hunt.
Understood.
Let's get to it.
Okay. I need to get my head in the game. My head is busy. I'm busy. Arkveld place. Look, I can't be mad at you for screaming and stopping me from buffing myself, but it's like, hey, you want to know a great way to make sure that I can never be angry with this animal ever, no matter what? Because this is how you accomplish that. And so you see, folks and ladies, there are no heroes in this story. When I played Stories 2, one of the hunter companions was easily the strongest. Damned if I can remember his name now. But he was universally agreed upon to be the strongest companion for Endgame. And I bluntly refused to use that hunter companion. I played the entire game with the rider who had Raffi the Raphium. I would not associate myself with the hunters. Because, like, look, I pretty much had the hunters pegged from, like, the fourth mission of the fourth mission of Monster Hunter World as being generally bad people. I mean, like, it's really hard for the Hunters Guild to come back from a reality where you can honestly, you know, there's that little tail stab. Where you can honestly tell me that I need to go murder a Paolumu so you can make a balloon out of it. Like, a good way to color my impression of hunters pretty much in perpetuity. That'll do it right there. So, like, look, I'm under no illusions. I enjoy Monster Hunter. I love Monster Hunter. I love this franchise. It is arguably my favorite franchise. It is my favorite franchise as long as I don't actually have to think about it for longer than 1 second. Because, it becomes opposed to, my love of animals quite quickly if I, do not get, if I'm not allowed to, dissociate from the absolute horrors of all. That's gonna hit me. God, chains are so cool though. Like, I was so annoyed at first.
Got it on the ground.
Hey, we get to test our new Figure Wasp revive, and not 1 moment too soon. Can you believe it?
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
And okay. I appreciate your demonstration to refute the claim that the Palicos are too damn strong in this game. But, like, I needed that heal, like, I mean, honestly, it's like, not Mineki's fault either. I made a bad call.
Fierce as a cat. Looks like it's a new area.
It was my own bad call about avoiding that chain. But, yeah, so, like, I guess the point is, like, I have been under no illusions, like, since Mission 4 of Monster Hunter World, where I entered the franchise, that hunters are not good people. And actually, if you think about it, like, basically the entire campaign of World and Iceborne was a self-solving problem and the Commission didn't need to butt in. It's neither here nor there, but, like, the point, quite sincerely, is just that I am incredibly sick of old Alma here getting to decide, okay, that's not what I wanted, but I love fighting on the cursed dunes. Nothing bad ever happens on the cursed dunes. That, I have no faith in the hunters or the guild. And their decisions about what is or is not worthy of its life. And the number of times that it has been emphasized in this story that Arkveld just wanted to live and be free, and I am so absolutely sick of being told to kill this monster. This monster is special to me. This monster represents kind of a mastery test for me, and I spent a lot of time with Arkveld over 2 weekends, and it genuinely hurts. It bothers me. Like, it's not something that like, it's not my nature to kill a monster that can be captured unless it has done something aggressively to make me angry. Arkveld has not. When I played my first beta for a Monster Hunter game, it was Iceborne. I was in no way equipped to challenge Velkhana alone. Not even sort of, actually. And then in Iceborne, or in Rise and Sunbreak, honestly, I didn't try too hard because these Spirit Birds were so oppressive. But, you know, tying my stats to, the collection of the Spirit Birds with a very tight time limit. Okay. Once again, I was not in a position to sincerely try, and I wasn't good enough yet. I would go to Wild Hearts, where there are no tanks in Wild Hearts. There are no gods in Wild Hearts. In Wild Hearts, you will learn to iframe roll here, or you will pay the price. You get splat into jelly. As what happened, I quite loved Wild Hearts, and I became a better hunter because I played Wild Hearts. Sorry, I blanked. And then I came back for the Return to World community event. And I played the entire game for the 4th time end to end before finally trying out a proper DPS set and believing genuinely that I had learned enough to pull it off. Even so, though I think I had tremendous success in this new role as somebody who didn't need maximum defense, who didn't need the immortality anymore. It was never far away from my mind that, yes, I was pulling it off in a DPS set, but I was also... I was pulling it off in a DPS set, but I was also, pulling it off in a DPS set that was entirely made up of Fatalis gear, so, you know. The deck doesn't get much more stacked than Fatalis armor if you're planning to try something new. So I wasn't yet convinced for myself that I had learned enough, that I was really ready to move on. Ow. Oh, the cursed dunes. So, this was the first beta that I got to play as a new hunter, as it were. As somebody who really believed that I could pull it off. Because I had paid my dues and I had learned enough, I understood enough to actually give it a shot with the full belief that I could win. I spent so much time with Arkveld. Over the course of 2 weekends that she was available to fight. And yes, I did capture. If you saw my bow solo of Arkveld, you saw I captured. I fought Arkveld some more times. With bow, with longsword. On the last weekend, I even drilled on Insect Glaive. Because I knew I would have Ariel back. And it was about time that I became acquainted with our new flagship friend. With the weapon that I intended to play the game on, primarily. But capturing was not just because of the time limit. Capturing will not ever be purely pragmatic for me. Choosing to capture is how I enjoy Monster Hunter. It isn't about doing it faster, or because I'm afraid that I can't win otherwise. Dashagma, like, if you could get your ass beat by Arkveld for a while, you stupid moron. Now fuck off. Yeah, capturing is not just pragmatic for me. It never has been. As I explained in the resource guide I put out on the beta about resources in the Woodward Plains, I treated that one sleep orb that was there in the beta like I had just discovered the Philosopher's Stone. I was way too freaking excited about this dang sleep herb. I drew very, very particular attention to the parachutes, more than I did the Mandragora. Even though most people are going to care more about the Mandragora. Because this is what was going to allow me to start capturing. Not just as soon as possible in full launch, but as soon as possible even in the beta. I did a whole mess of rotations more than I had to after I designed the route. Because I don't find pleasure in killing an animal that I can save. If they have not done something to properly piss me off, looking at you, monkeys. It does not bring me any joy at all. So yes, I did capture on Arkveld. I did not, and certainly, even on my bow solo that was recorded, it is questionable whether I would have won if I had not had the tools for capture. But that wasn't the point for me. I captured in some multiplayer hunts where we definitely had time to do it the brutal way. I used the resources that I farmed because I like Arkveld. She's special to me. She's the first time that I was able to show up to a Monster Hunter beta and fully believe that I could win. I could beat the overtuned flagship. I know better than to roll into her, and I didn't because I'm a moron. And killing her didn't, like, she is not an Elder Dragon. I have the option to show mercy. And I have the time on my hands to want to farm the freaking trank bombs to capture this monster who represents me finally proving to myself that how far I've come from how scared and clueless I was in the beginning of World, where I was getting destroyed by everything. Radamon had a piece of me, for instance. That was the end of the Switch Axe experiment. I'm sorry, Wingdrake. You shouldn't have been there. Do you not see the giant flagship monster? You know, tempered Devil Joe. Took a piece of me, finally pushed me into a fully defensive build. Tempered Valhazak convinced me that immortality was the way to go when I didn't budge for thousands of hours. Because honestly, why would you? If you have a guaranteed way to just opt out of death, who wouldn't choose that? At least that's how I saw it. I became a healer. In order to support the team. Miss. While, you know, still not giving up my ability to be unkillable for all intents and purposes. Oh, am I stunned? I am stunned. I'm fucked. Good get, Arkveld. Good get. See, that's how truly messed up this is. I am not disappointed in myself at all, actually. Thank you for asking. I am proud of my girl for getting one over on me. When, I made too many mistakes. Among which includes, forgetting that calling my sacred to save my stupid behind was an option when I was stunned. So, I have found this campaign difficult to reconcile with the way that I prefer to hunt. Arkveld is and will always be special to me. I absolutely hate how you have no airtime at all. I do not want to be in the cursed tiny hallway of doom. What is happening? Ow. Maybe Shield Spire inside, Carl. To be honest with you, maybe Shield Spire inside. So yeah, this doesn't do it for me. It doesn't make me happy that a monster that I was allowed to capture in the beta, I am not allowed to capture in the campaign. I am pleased, however, to report that after this, Alma, literally no one cares what you think.
I'm also sure its ability to absorb elements is what let it shed its guardian nature. It's a shame that unique strength became its fatal weakness.
The harsh irony. Well, we should be going. Nanto's waiting for us.
Right.
As I was. After this, Now that we have finished the high rank campaign, the choice returns to my hands, and I stand ready with traps and tranq bombs that are burning a hole in my item pouch to save as many lives as possible, like a reverse Olivia.
That was unfortunate.
It's okay. Because I know how strong Arkveld is. There are others like it that found a way to return to what they truly were. One day, they'll find their place and become a part of this world again.
I'm sure they will. Life is a lot more resilient than we humans know.
Yeah, I sure hope so.
Well, let's get to it then.
Huh?
You want to know, right? Let's start investigating.
Yeah, let's go! You in?
Of course I'm in.
Yeah, me too. Let's go!
No, I was here to log off, but apparently Nata has
Heard from
something.
the others. Hi.
I made Gemma help me. Not saying we're the same thing, Arkveld is Arkveld and I'm me. Boy, if that isn't the truth, kid. You helped me realize we're the same kind of thing, and I'm truly grateful for it. Would you expect to accept this as my way of saying thanks? Give the Arkveld Mark of Resolve pendant. Seems only fitting, does it not? Okay, on that note, lords and ladies, that is your supersized finale of the high rank campaign, but don't you worry, we have so much more to do. But the great thing for me is that we have so much more to do without you-know-who dictating to me which monsters are worthy of their lives and which ones aren't. Because frankly, I don't think we should listen to Alma about a goddamn thing ever again. On that note, if you have enjoyed Gore Magala, Arkveld, so much farming, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm gonna log us off without even looking at the armor because I'm so eager to hunt on my terms. So cancel that before we go to logout. Armor. Arkveld. She's probably got some stuff. So we have Arkveld and Guardian Arkveld. Arkveld. I have to look at the skills on this. Interesting. Set bonus regenerates your health as you continuously attack a monster. Recovery rate varies by weapon. Well, that's quite interesting. And how does it look? Once again, it's absolutely gorgeous. What am I gonna do with myself? On the Guardian set. Again, we'll have to look at the skill info to see what the set bonuses are. The Decimator, of course, was what I wanted on the low rank set. Restores health when destroying the wound on a large monster. God knows I'm doing that all the time. And Wilk Burst increases the recovery speed of stamina and red gauge when you are near Wilk crystals. And on the beta set, reduces elemental and unique damage when in the ruins of Liberia. Don't honestly care about those secondary bonuses, but, boy, the 2 Arkveld sets are going to make me make some choices. And, speaking of choices, how does it look? Oh, of course, it's gorgeous. It's also gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm gonna be farming forever. Absolutely forever. To get all the layered armor I want. And then we have unlocked also the Guild Ace set with Peak Performance, Constitution, and Foray, just all 5 levels. Such as Olivia's costume. The Dragon King eye patch, this time with all 3 levels of Counter-Strike. And of course, because it would not be a proper review unless I actually got to say... So now we have the upgrades. So 2 3s and a 1 on the Guardian Arkveld. There's, if we go down to the Arkveld tree, we have 3 2 1. Obviously much stronger. And it has power prolonger, notably. That's one of the things I don't want to compromise on, is my power prolonger. So we shall likely need to farm for that. On my bow. I'm not overly in love with it. It looks basically almost identical to Gore's. I have to do like a comparison of the, raw and the element on it. Let's see whether Gore or Arkveld actually wins out there. I can't imagine it's not Arkveld, but...
Got something in mind?
And finally, of the weapons that I have any degree of skill with... I don't love the look of the longsword, to be honest. I think... if it is purely an aesthetic thing, because we don't have layered weapons, I'll probably go Gore. 693 to 726. Yeah, so they're almost the same amount of raw. I'd be tempted to make Gore's just for just the look of it. Okay. Now then, I believe that we have actually covered everything that there is to look at. Let's give this one more try, this now being the 3rd time that I have tried to log us out. There you have it, lords and ladies, our supersized episode sprint to the end. Gore Magala, Arkveld, and the high rank campaign is complete. The choice, my friends, is in my hands now. We don't have to listen to a you-know-who over my shoulder anymore about which monsters are worthy of their lives and which ones aren't. Ever again, Alma. Or else. It is going to be such a big deal when we get to see Arkveld in the post-game. I have so many traps that I farmed the past weekend. So many trank bombs burning a hole in my item pouch, just waiting to be used. Because that is how I enjoy hunting. And after what I can only call a strenuous campaign, where I was frequently denied the ability to make that choice, we've crossed the finish line. Done deal. We have so much farming to do, so many more things to see and do and explore, and I cannot wait. We have optionals to tidy up. We have tempered monsters now. I assume, like, we can finally see, like, the tempered apexes. I am pumped for what comes next. And I hope that you have enjoyed with my little bit of ranting and griping about the conditions of the final 2 hunts aside. My story with Arkveld about why I was upset and why I knew in advance what the situation was, because I'm glad I did. Until next time, if you have enjoyed the end of the high rank campaign, please feel free to leave a like, but don't forget that, as they say, now that you have beaten the campaign, the game begins. And I know that that is going to be so true. Thank you all so very much for watching. And I will see you next time, freshly liberated of the campaign, with an absolute pile of capture mats. I'll see you next time.